What is going on? This is AlTone, and today, thanks to Holy Stone sending this out to me, we have the new Holy Stone HS360D. Now, the 360 series is one that they've actually been slowly doing improvements to and that kind of thing. I actually need to go back through all my 360s just to be able to determine exactly what the difference is here and what updates they've actually made to this particular drone. But for today, let's just talk about the drone a little bit. Let me show you what it comes with and show you some footage. I took it out to fly it already. Show you a little bit of footage and video from the drone. Now, it is a 4K drone. I will say that this is not a commercial quality drone. It is essentially a great one for doing social media posts and things of that nature. Just sharing some experience with anyone you might want to. It is less than 249 grams, so you will not have to register this guy in the US. And of course, it does have built-in GPS, return to home, and quite a few other features that they have added. And there's also an SD card slot on the side so that you can get the best quality video and photo from it. And all the video and photo that I share with you in this video are coming from the SD card and not just from my mobile device, with the exception of the screenshot showing exactly what you see from the drone as you're flying. So let's talk about what it comes with really quickly. Of course, you get the drone itself, and then you have 2 batteries, as well as you get this nice controller, which does remind me of another brand's controller. We've seen quite a few controllers lately that look like this. It does have built-in battery, so you can charge this guy up, and that means this drone comes with everything in the box that you need to fly, with the exception of an SD card. And you do not need an SD card in order to capture photo and video. It will simply send it back to your mobile device that you use that is connected to the drone. And it will use the app on your mobile device in order to store those. You just give it permission to connect to your photo and video on your phone, and that's where it will store any photo and video that you take. So in the pocket here, we do have manuals, and and your cables. There's a USB micro to USB-C, as well as a USB-C to Lightning connection in here, and then you have your quick start guide, a strap for the case itself, and I didn't mention it comes with a case, which is really good. And this semi-hard shell case, so it's going to protect it. You can take it, put it in this case, and throw it in a backpack or in a suitcase or whatever. Just don't travel with it unless you're carrying your batteries in your carry-on. Just a tip there. But it should work out very well for you there. So taking a look at the drone itself, your battery compartment is in the back. You do have status LED indicator lights on this drone, and your power button is here on the top. So your controller is very, like I said, it's one that we've seen very similar to others in the past. The walk around on this is going to be very simple. Essentially, you have your screen. It gives you a ton of information here on the drone, its position, how much battery you have left on the controller itself, as well as the drone, and your positioning and all of that kind of stuff as far as distance away and altitude. On the front, you have a speed button and your photo button here on one side. Then you have your return to home button and your video on the other side. On the top here, you have your 1 key takeoff and landing and your power on the other side. On the very top, you have 2 potentiometers. One of them actually is a zoom. The other is an angle adjustment. So you can adjust the angle of the camera from the remote. Then on the top here, you have your antenna. This top surface is your antenna. And then you have a spot in here for your cable. You use the appropriate cable, and that will connect directly to your phone. So it's not just using Wi-Fi to connect to the drone. You're actually going to get a better signal and better video back, because it's going to be using the internal antenna and the transmission system in the radio itself in order to connect to the drone, which will give you a much better connection. Your control sticks, of course, are in the bottom. You can take your control sticks out, put them in there, screw them in, and then your controller is ready to go. One of the things I always say about these drones is, as you do your calibrations and whatnot, make sure that you do what I call a hover test. And that means you take it up to about 3 to 5 feet. Make sure it's very stable in the air. If it's actually doing anything wonky or toilet bowling or anything like that, go ahead and land it, redo your calibration. Same thing, go up about 20 feet, take a look, see how it's doing. If it's flying very stable, then you can go ahead and enjoy yourself flying. If it does start to toilet bowl or anything like that, and that's basically doing a circular motion in the air where it's not maintaining a steady position, go ahead and land it, redo your calibration once again. I think this is a really, really nice drone. Again, great for going out and just sharing the experience of the environment in which you happen to be at. Just be sure to follow any local regulations. I've enjoyed flying it so far, and I'm going to enjoy flying it even more. Thanks so much for stopping by again and checking this out with me. Have an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Take care.